continue to reiterate that here. But the county is middle management. It's kind of between the state, Bob Ferguson, our governor, statewide, and our local municipalities, cities. I think there's like 38 cities within the county. And so it's just another barrier, another oversight where the county picks up county property. What's county dirt? In my movement, I always talk about what dirt are we on? Are we on parks dirt, city dirt, county dirt, federal dirt, rail dirt, state dirt? And that's how I know kind of who to call or who to collaborate with, as we've kind of have actually gotten some agencies to play ball with us a little bit more. But county is behavioral health, for example. Behavioral health, what the hell does behavioral health mean? Behavioral health is when people like laymen go, oh, the drug addicts and the mentally ill. That's behavioral health, King County behavioral health. And the city isn't responsible for that, quotes here. But the behavioral health, drug addiction, and mental health crisis happens in the city of Seattle, happens on our sidewalks, it happens in our parks. So the city has to say, well, we'll give you some of our city funding to help with things like overdose response. And so they kind of overlap a lot in that public safety, drug, mental illness overlap.
So I think there's a blog on your website that said Earth Day is every day. Can you talk about that?
Well, sure. I mean, we brush our teeth every day. Every day is brush your teeth day. Every day is, do your dishes day. Maybe not all of us. Let's just say at least once a week we're taking our garbage out, right? So that's the trash is constant. And, if you're a Hallmark holiday person, and you're writing a good Valentine, it's like your message is usually like, I love you every day. But, this is kind of what we do. We like to designate days to raise awareness. And there's nothing wrong with having special days to recognize how important it is to take care of our environment. But we believe in our environmental stewardship is 365. And we've been highlighting the drug paraphernalia that we're finding in our parks right now is absolutely out of control. There's a visual that I've been doing on my socials of hundreds, and if not thousands, of pieces of used foil that smokes fentanyl, the number one illegal lethal drug in the country, taking an entire airplane of bodies out of the sky to overdose death, who didn't have a friend with them, didn't have Narcan by them. And that drug paraphernalia is given out by King County Behavioral Health to smoke the drugs. And then that paraphernalia ends up in our parks. And I've been writing about the contradiction of public health and public safety, and how on one hand we're trying to do something to stop the spread of disease, but then on the other hand, we're enabling it. And so, shout out to my environmentalists, where's the people that are fighting for the salmon culverts and the streams and the feed the whales and the clean water and the save the tree people. I'm like, come walk with me and I'll show you what it looks like to have Earth decimated by this activity of untreated mental illness and drug addiction. It's horrific what it's doing to our green spaces.
So from your point of view, how's what you're doing actually improving the environment?
Picking up plastics. We improve the environment by picking up metals, propane tanks, tires, pallets, getting dilapidated, abandoned old RVs towed and put into impound. Raising the flag, talking about it, saying, cleaning out the culverts. We did a We Heart Tequila pick with the union. Shout out to International Union of Painters and Allied Trade, D5, down there in Tequila. Across the street from their office was a creek that had again, it was a salmon culvert. It was completely blocked with homeless encampment trash. Bikes, rubber tires, clothing, appliances. It was just the random stuff. I mean, literally everything, and the kitchen sink. And, you show that before and after, Jason, and it's so powerful when you say, look at all of this trash, and then poof, it's gone, and it's all bagged up and we haul it away. It's an incredible visual, and why it's just, that's the before and after. It's restoring safe hiking trails for our dogs. I mean, I know a lot of people drive all the way out to Mount Si and Mount Tiger and Wallace Falls, And we have such a beautiful region, but man, we have some of the most beautiful urban hikes here in the West and Duwamish, East and West Duwamish hiking trail. We have McLean Trail. We have the Kinnear Trail. We have the St. Mark's Cathedral Trail. These are all beautiful urban trails that are uphill both ways and are clean and safe and restored because of volunteers going through there. Cub Scouts, Eagle Scouts, they used to do it too, but over time they've just really been taken by a lot of this sort of homeless activity. So if you like to hike and you like to stay close to home, a good way to keep those areas activated and safe, a good deterrent is getting your own boots on the ground out there. And if inclined, bring your litter picker and a little bag from underneath your sink and come help us keep it clean.